All right, I've had a lot of Volkswagen Beetles, but this might be the coolest, or second coolest. I did design that black and red one a few months back, or back in the summer, but this thing has got an awesome consistent patina to it. I would not touch the exterior of this Beetle. It just looks so cool. It fires right up. Engine's been tuned up. Brakes have been redone. It's got new wheels, new tires, new brakes. Man, the engine just runs perfect.
It sounds so nice, yeah.
My daughter drives a 76 Beetle as her daily driver, and this engine sounds better than hers. I shouldn't say things like that. It sounds like a stereotypical salesman. I really mean it.
Which, after a continuing education class, we want to avoid.
Exactly. Great driving car. Gosh, I mean, this is a really cool, this is like a cool beach car, or maybe kind of a rat rod kind of style, you know, just old school patina kind of. I mean, the car just steers straight. Look at this. I mean, it steers straight down the road. I'm not even touching the steering wheel. We've got, I'm gonna pull up here in the, cul-de-sac and let you take a look at the car. Engine sounds great. Car drives straight. Now the body has got some surface rust on it, which I think gives it a really cool patina, but it doesn't have any dents. It doesn't have any rust that I've found. I took a real good look at the body yesterday. One spot in the floor pan, and that's it. Now I may have to take that back. There's a couple little tiny little dings in the back fender. There's one right here, but there's no rust through. You got some surface rust. You can see where the paint was worn because of the heat from the pipes. That's not unusual, but gosh, I just think this thing looks super cool. I mean, I'll probably, if you're watching this video, you probably see on my ad, I'm going to write on there, do not paint this car. This thing is cool. You can't paint one to make it look this cool. You would spend more money than you would just buying one like this. But anyways, that being said, it'll be the next owners and they can do what they want to with it. It's got kind of a red anodized paint on the wheel, brand spanking new Firestone tires. I mean, they probably have just as many miles as we've driven it. There's a few with the little chrome lip and the hubcaps, Volkswagen hubcaps. Lights work. Inside is presentable. I mean, really, to me, what the car has value in it the way it is, kind of like a little ratty rod or whatever. But this would make a great project car if somebody's looking to get into something inexpensive. The dashboard looks great, which is really unusual. It may have been replaced, but there's real evidence that shows that this car was always parked indoors. Of course, with it being outside. Sometimes I want to be careful when I say things like that. You know, it looks like it was kept indoors. What I mean by that is that there's no major rust on it. Obviously, it's been parked outside because it's got a patina, but this could be the original paint on it. So sorry, I'm not trying to dig myself a hole there when I say that. Hopefully you understand what I mean. So the dashboard looks really good. It shows 44,000 miles, 800 miles on the dash. Floor pans look to be good. It's seats are kind of worn out looking, but they're actually comfortable and there's no rips or tears. It's got a tonneau cover on the back. Underneath that is the frame, and I've got a new top for it, and I can have the top installed for probably about 500 bucks. If somebody wants to buy it and they insist on having the top put on it, we can include that in the price. It'll go over to Clinton Moon and he'll do it. So you can see that the frame is there. A couple little spots, it needs to be sanded a little bit, probably painted. One spot over there needs to be welded. Super easy though. That's the nice thing about Beetles is that they're so easy to work on. And inexpensive to work on. And like I said, I've got the new vinyl top for that. Doors open and close like they're supposed to. No rust in the doors. No rust in the step-ups. Windows roll up and down like they're supposed to. And I'll tell you this, I would not have brought this car in the shop to sell it if it had a bunch of rust in it, because I don't take rusty cars like this. This is original frame in the front. Super clean and rust free. This is trying to show all the spots where guys, I know you guys who are Beetle guys are looking for, you know, the trouble spots, especially here in the T-frame. This is all clean. You got some rust in the floor pans towards the back. The floor pan's been replaced on the looks like the floor pan may have been replaced here on the driver's side. Let's take a look. Yeah, floor pan's been replaced on the driver's side. And it's too bad that they didn't do the other side the same way, because the driver's side looks perfect. On the passenger side, you actually have a floor pan that was placed in from the top, and then with a little bit of residual rust there. That could be cleaned up. Nice and clean underneath. Don't see any evidence of any major leaking. So there you have it. Man, this thing's pretty cool. Drives great, runs perfect, and I think this will just make a really fun cruising around town car.